are back with these sexy Southern girls, and Avery, Allen, and MiKa. MiKa, do you have a second name? Or you don't use it? Doesn't matter. I don't care. MiKa, though, what? You're named after your dad, but Mike, I know like someone named MiKa. Is there an ethnicity behind MiKa?
No,
Just like you're glittery and you're like that rock.
I'm glad that you said that because usually people jump to, maybe it's just because I'm Southern, but usually people jump to the whole like biblical name.
Oh no, I think of the MiKa.
Yeah.
Like I love glitter.
I spell it different, so. But yeah, no, there's no.
It was just a lucky name.
The thing is that my dad's name is Michael. They thought it was going to be a boy. And they were going to name me Michael. And my mom's name is Kim. So my name spelled backwards is A Kim. So it's M-I-K-A.
Ah, that works.
Yeah.
And Avery, where does your name come from? Because, you know, it's not like the normal name.
I'm actually named after my grandfather. My mom's dad's name is Harland Avery Dyer. So I have
Southern.
That name too. Yeah, it's very Southern thing to
do. Talking Southern, do you have any Southern folklore that you grew up with? Like, do you anything that like?
Yeah.
What? Did you have them?
You're not supposed to stir your coffee with a knife because it stirs up your troubles.
Ah,
that's one.
What about jam?
Jam?
Is that okay?
I think that's right. I think we're okay. I think we're okay.
Okay.
I think we'll be alright.
There was, in my town, my mother's grandfather lived across the street from a graveyard. And this little graveyard is really spooky. And there used to be it's called Whitmire Cemetery. And there used to be a Whitmire Cemetery ghoul that would go and dig up women and suck the embalming fluid from them to get high.
Sounds like Thriller. And did Michael Jackson go there? It sounds like Thriller.
It's pretty creepy. But her grandfather actually saw him caught the tail end of him running through the graveyard one night, and nobody ever found out who this ghoul was.
So this is true?
Yeah, it's a true story.
Wait, so there's a ghoul?
There used to be. This is a long time ago.
So what's like a ghoul? Like a troll?
No, a ghoul is just kind of like a. Well, I mean, I guess you could say
like
there's
back to ghosts.
I think it's kind of supposed to be. There are all these different tales of folklore and all these different definitions for these names, but I guess he's kind of supposed to be like not necessarily a necromancer because we all know that you can't rise anyone from the dead, but just like he would necromance dead women. I guess he's kind of just supposed to be like a.
And how would he do it? With a straw?
I have no clue. I don't know how. I don't know if he would bite them. I don't know what I don't know.
Go into the coffin and suck out the embalming fluid?
I guess people do
weird stuff, you know, like a vampire.
Right.
You know, yeah.
I don't know how that works.
I don't either.
But that's my one folklore story.
That's kind of gross. But, like, what about food? Did your mothers make anything like certain Southern fried?
Yeah.
What?
Blueberry cobbler and blackberry cobbler, whichever one was in season.
Banana pudding, of course.
Oh, yeah. That's a grandma thing for me.
So, have you visited each other's houses yet?
Not yet. I want to so bad, though.
Do you have a big house in Mississippi?
My parents do have a good sized house in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Country with some acres and stuff like that.
So
out in the country, it takes like 20 minutes to get to town. Gotta go to town.
So what made you start playing guitar? How did you do this?
Well, actually, my dad was like a big kind of metal fan, and Plant and Page came through, and he took my mom, and apparently, I don't know the whole story, they don't really talk about it, but he really embarrassed her and played air guitar in the aisle and stuff, and so she would never go with him again. And so then Aerosmith and Cheap Trick were coming through, and she wouldn't go with him. So he took me, and then somehow he got us some good seats, and we ended up on the front row. And after that, I was like, Dad, I think I want a guitar. And he was like, okay. And so, like 2 days later, I had one. And then the same summer, he Kiss came through, and he also got the good seats. And when they pulled Gene
What
Simmons
did your dad do?
he's a chiropractor.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So did you get adjusted your whole life?
All the time. I miss not being able to get adjusted all the
I
time.
know some chiropractors here.
Oh,
One of
I
my
need their
drummers
names.
is a chiropractor.
Oh, okay. I
She's
need
amazing.
their names.
Oh my
I need
god.
Yeah, he's a chiropractor.
Oh, that's so cool. I love that.
But he also took me to Kiss that summer, and he also got the good seats on that. And I took one of my little friends named Drew, and when they pulled Gene Simmons up like on the wire, and he's got on the fake blood, and he's doing God of Thunder, some got on us, and I was like, "This is what I'm gonna do with my life." So we like to blame my dad for the way I am in the family.
So he did the blood wand on you, and the rock and roll fairies fell onto you.
They did.
And I mean, how adorable is this girl? And what made you like? Do you play an instrument?
I do actually. I play guitar and a tiny bit of banjo. I'm not good at it yet.
You do a
But
lot of things.
I try to keep myself so busy that I don't sing.
Do you eat?
No.
Yeah, because it is getting time to be French bread day, you know, and it's gonna be time for skeletons in the closet. And will you eat a little French bread?
I will eat some French bread.
Excellent. And it is Strawberry Day in California, so we do have some strawberry gummy stuff. So,
I think what it was, my earliest memory of watching music is my dad is a musician, and he was a drummer and a singer, and he's an amazing singer, which is always a weird pairing whenever the lead singer is also a drummer. And I remember going to watch him when I was tiny. That was like one of the first memories that I had of like this whole entire auditorium of people watching him play, and I was kind of just like, what is this? Like, it was just kind of one of those moments where I knew that I wanted to do that, but I think that he got a little hurt that I didn't want to play drums.
You do everything else. You do everything else. You
I
do
wish I could play drums.
hair, you do went to film school, you
Yeah.
what you know, why did you do those other things if you want to be a singer? I'm just curious.
Well, I think that I love doing hair. It's a great thing for me that I really love to do, and that's kind of also, my grandfather was a barber, and I really always admired him and adored him, and that's how I got into doing hair. And yeah, it's just kind of like one of those things I always fall back on that I always really love.
God, you're smart. Most artists like myself have nothing to fall back on. No, it's true. I get scolded all the time. And I graduated college with nothing to fall back on, but like, no, but I've done makeup, but she's a real makeup artist. I
Nice.
you know, dabble in many things, but like art sometimes takes over, and people always say, have something to fall back on. You actually do.
And that was kind of like, as soon as I graduated high school, I knew that I wanted to do this, but I wasn't good at guitar yet, and I hadn't started like really writing songs, so I was like, I'll do hair. I'll pick up the guitar and
Yeah,
go
you
from
need a
there.
trade. My father told me you need a trade.
Yeah,
True.
sure. Trades are always good.
What, do you have one?
You need a hustle.
I don't have a trade. I went to University of Texas, and I'm hoping that one day, if I need a trade, I'll be able to fall back on that somehow.
So what did you study?
I studied corporate communication.
And what does that mean? Because that's one of those
I
words.
still don't know. It means I have a degree, and I did some internships at some record labels and stuff, so maybe one day that'll mean that I know something.
Awesome.
But for now, I'm just going to play guitar.
So that's what brought you to Austin,
Yes, actually,
which is a great city for music anyway.
yes, it is. I have a soccer scholarship to UT, and so
Really?
no,
Soccer scholarship.
random.
A lot going on with these girls. They do a lot of
We
stuff.
do stuff.
We try.
That's great. So did you play soccer all 4 years?
I made it two. I was a goalkeeper, and I had a weird shoulder injury. And also,
Did it affect the way you say the word injury?
Yes, it affected the way to say the word injury. I still can't say it. And also, I hated it, and I got in a band around that time that was touring a lot, so I just
So guitar doesn't mess up your shoulder.
no, it doesn't. It's the opposite shoulder than what the guitar lays on. But I just decided I was done with the soccer. I went ahead and finished school, and I was touring and stuff, and it just wasn't for me.
Good for you. Good for you. So back to skeletons in the closet. Do you girls have some juicy skeleton to share with us today?
Yeah, we are kind of embarrassed to say that we think the Spice Girls do a really good version of Gary Glitter, leader of the gang, and we love it.
I saw the Spice Girls in Madison
I've
Square Garden.
We've never seen a new one of us.
Of course I
I
did.
love
They're in my iPod on shuffle.
I love
Britney Spears. I love
Yeah.
it. Sporty Spice is nothing better than her
Spice
voice.
is my jam. Yeah,
She
she's
has the best.
Yeah,
I
she's
know.
the
I
best.
love every backup vocal she does and all that. You know.
Yeah.
I know. And Ginger. I mean, who doesn't love Ginger?
I wanted to be Ginger.
Ginger didn't play that day.
She was super glam rock.
Yeah, but she had quit the band during that
A
tour.
bummer.
It
Because
was-
she was knocked up or something.
No, she wasn't. But two were.
The other ones were.
We were watching the show. Two were pregnant, two weren't, and like you didn't know yet. But then after you find out, Scary and Posh were pregnant, and Baby and Sporty weren't. And then after it made sense, or I don't remember, Baby, I don't remember. But like after I had little kids, that's why we really went because they wanted to see the Spice Girls. But
Wasn't because you really wanted to.
well, no, but yeah, you know.
That was
But like.
convincing.
But anyway, but then after it was like, no wonder those two weren't running around and dancing like the other two were running around and dancing. Like, you know, after it made sense.
It's one that was about to have Eddie Murphy's baby or something.
Yeah. That's her skeleton, right?
Right.
I know. So
to admit that.
here you go, guys. Have some French bread, and we're gonna take another break, and we're gonna see what happens. Find Facebook, rew-who, Twitter, rew-who. What's your Facebook? What's your people? Right for you.
Facebook.com/EViLChildNYC.
Yeah, they'll be on our page too. And we're going to show some footage now of the Rockettes because we were really fortunate to get invited to their reunion last night in New York City. And Dibs from the Rockettes was on rew-who last Monday out of the UK. And Smutty, who has a new hair product, had a huge bash last night at the Scarlet Lounge. And we're going to show you what they did last night. It was pretty freaking cool. So stay tuned, and we will be back. Yeah.